Hello there, and welcome to another very short edition of JP Does Guitars. Today I'm going to be talking about my Roland Micro Cube. It's a wonderful little device. It's battery powered, it's pretty loud, and I take it to an open mic on a Wednesday, and one of the things is that I use it there, but they have a PA system, so everything is much louder. So you think, well, mic it up. Yeah, that's not always convenient. Okay, well, use a line out. That's great. This thing has a line out, but it's a headphone socket. So when you plug it in, the speaker stops working. So I've looked all over the web, and I've done quite a lot of detective work, and I've found several forums and things like that from about 20 years ago and 10 years ago that don't exist anymore that talk about this. And I eventually found one, and it's quite a simple mod. You just have to get the box open, which I understand for me it's not a difficult thing. But it's got a glue on the back that there's a sealant that goes in there. So basically what I've done is I've installed a wee switch right there. It's connected to the headphone output socket, and this has given me the choice now. So I can, if I plug something in, the speaker switches off, I can switch it back on again, just using that switch. So now I have a line out. I'm going to go to open mic tonight and see if it works. But now I have a line out that gives me speaker working plus a line out headphone output. How do I do it? Well, I'm going to show you very briefly how it all works. It's very simple. Okay, so you'll notice that I've already done the mod. There it is. But I'll show you very briefly how it works. There are 7 screws on the back and 2 screws on the top. Undo those screws, and then you'll need to possibly, if the goop is still sticky, you'll need to kind of very gently use a screwdriver or two, one either side, to lift these sides up, and then this whole thing will slide back out. I've done a mod inside also to the speaker wires, and I put a socket on them, and you should be able to disconnect these speakers, either that or clip the wires and then put a socket on it, so you can do it on, go in once and again. So I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so I've removed the screws here. Now, as I said, because I've been in and out of it, it takes no effort at all to pull this back out, like so. And there we go. Hard to do this one-handed. And then we have a socket here. I use one of these battery connectors because they're polar, and you can keep the polarity, and it's quite easy to pull them apart. There we go. So now we can take the whole assembly away from the box, and down here is the mod. So I drilled a great big hole. It's a 20mm hole for this switch. You might be able to find a nice smaller switch to put this in, to put into this, but all I had here in the shop was is a 20mm. So I drilled a 20mm hole into the casing, being careful not to get metal crap in there and short things out. And then here's the mod itself. focus. There we go. So this is the socket. This is the back of the socket, and you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 again. There are 7 solder joints that this makes, and when the plug is inserted, these two and those two are separated. There's like a switch, and when that switch separates, there goes the speaker. So what we do is we've got our wires. We've got our wire here that goes to our switch, and that switch then reconnects those two connections, which reinstates our speaker connection. It's that simple. So that's all there is to it. Okay, so here's the quick demo. Here's me with my guitar. Okay, so this is the amp on its own, just as a I've got a bit of distortion on it, but that's fine. So that's basically the output of this. Now I've got a an amplifier on the other end of this cable, which is going to plug into the into that. Right now, with the switch off, having plugged it in, nothing's happening. Switching the switch back on again. So that gives me the option to hear what I'm playing on stage, and this is simulating what would be going through the PA. Having plugged the line out in there, I'm going to turn this amplifier back on. That's with the switch both. So there's both speakers working, and I'll turn off the internal speaker. Can't really hear much difference because this amplifier underneath the curtain is too loud. So there you go, it works. And now that's all you have to do it. So if you appreciate this, like and subscribe, do the thing, you know how it works, and I'll see you next time.